can go anytime, Mary.
From the top?
Yeah, from the top.
I am an older woman, mother and grandmother. I am a former community nurse. I am very interested in people. I am also one who tries to be helpful. I am aware of things around me and listen to individual conversations. I love my children and grandchildren. I like to knit, read, watch TV, and get my hair done. I dislike cold weather and insecure people. I hate that my handwriting is deteriorating even as I write, and I hate being confined to a wheelchair. I dislike chocolate and chicken. I dislike chocolate in any form and chicken. I have my mind and I'm aware of my surroundings. I am content being my own person. I am not done yet and I am still here and I am whole. I am Mary Catherine Lindsay.
You just heard a resident living in a long-term care home declare who she is, a declaration of her unique personhood. Residents want you to take the time to learn about them, each person as a unique individual, each person with a history. I invite you to think about the people, the residents of the long-term care home you'll be working in, the place that they call home. I invite you to learn about each resident's uniqueness, sense of personhood, what attributes, characteristics, value sets, life experiences serve to create their unique identity and serve to inform about what they hold near and dear to them right now. Hi, I'm Dee Lender, Executive Director of OARC, also known as the Ontario Association of Residents' Councils. OARC is a not-for-profit organization funded by the Ontario Ministry of Long-Term Care. One aspect of our mandate is to support the formation and function of residents' councils in long-term care homes. Another element of OARC's mandate involves providing a platform for residents to consolidate their ideas, to educate their community, government, and stakeholders about issues that are important to residents, and to encourage residents to become actively involved in the operations of their home. Again, this is related directly to the function of residents' councils in their long-term care home. Our primary goal is that after engaging with this learning module, that you'll be familiar with the Residents' Bill of Rights. Not just that they exist, but that you'll be able to consider how you can play an active role in bringing them to life. The formation of the Residents' Bill of Rights began in the early 1950s and grew to become the collection of the 27 distinct rights that are now captured in law, the Long-Term Care Homes Act. The Residents' Bill of Rights are posted in each and every long-term care home. I could read each of their 27 rights to you, but we feel that it's much more impactful if you hear directly from residents as they share their Residents' Bill of Rights. So at this time, I'd like to introduce you to some residents and team members from the F.J. Davy Long-Term Care Home in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, as they share with you their Residents' Bill of Rights.
Be treated with respect and dignity.
I have the right to be protected from all abuse.
I have the right not to be neglected.
To have proper care.
Every resident has the right to know who is taking care of them.
Participate fully. All residents can participate fully in any of the decisions in their care.
I have the right to vote.
Every resident has the right to meet privately with his or her spouse.
3.
We have the right to form friendships.
I have the right to participate in decision making.
All residents have the right to participate in residents' council. greatest concern?
3.
I have the right to have my personal belongings on display.
I have the right to participate in my plan of care.
Every resident has the right to privacy.
All residents have the right to have their personal health information kept private.
All residents have the right not to be restrained.
At the FJ Davy Home, every resident has the right to have a designated contact person.
I have the right to pursue social interests.
Every resident has the right to have visitors during critical illness and
visit and communicate in private.
Every resident has a right to manage his or her own financial affairs
and be informed of any written law affecting services provided.
Every resident has the right to share a room with another resident according to their mutual wishes should the accommodations be available.
Every resident has the right to
have your lifestyle choices respected.
Every resident has the right to bring a friend, family, or person of importance to any meeting.
Now that you've seen the residents explaining their Residents' Bill of Rights, I invite you to think about the role that you will play in upholding, living, and breathing these rights as a team member each and every day that you work in a long-term care home. While you will see the Residents' Bill of Rights posted in a conspicuous place in the home you work in, my hope is that you now will appreciate even more that they are so much more than words on a page. When understood and actualized, these rights create the environment, the culture, and the framework for residents to live their very best lives, fully supported, fully engaged, fully respected. Here are a few examples spoken from a resident. Her lived experience shows you how important the adherence to the support of her Residents' Bill of Rights are to her health and well-being.
For the next few minutes, I'd like to encourage you to put yourself in a resident's shoes. Be mindful of how your own actions, however innocent or well-intended, might impact a resident living in long-term care home where you're working. Here are a few examples of when I feel my residents' rights are being violated. When team members call me sweetie or tell me to be good, girl, I could scream. I feel very disrespected. When a team member is assisting me with eating and rushing me along, it makes me feel helpless and I lose my appetite. When I hear team members complaining that they're tired, I feel like I'm a burden to them. When I hear team members speaking their own language while providing my personal care, I feel invisible and I want to scream, pay attention to me. When a team member enters my room without knocking, I feel frustrated because I'm entitled to privacy in my own home. Now that you've heard a few negative examples, I want to contrast those with some positive experiences I've had. When I see team members greet me with a smile or come to see me just to say hi, it brightens my day. When team members take the time to introduce themselves and wear their name tags. I feel comfortable and I feel I can develop trusting relationships. When I see team members making an effort to get to know my unique likes and dislikes, I feel grateful and appreciative. When I hear you sharing your own experiences and thoughts, I feel that I can trust you like my own family. I hope that you'll take the residents' perspective of the Resident Bill of Rights to heart. Your understanding of them and your ability to honor them in your unique role will help you to develop lasting relationships with residents as well as fellow team members in your home. You can create a culture of respect and caring by leading by example. Let us help make our residents' home the best it can be.
OARC's mission statement focuses on empowering residents to understand their rights, share their lived experience, and inspire a better tomorrow. So now I'd like to introduce you to some tools and resources that exist, all of which can be found by accessing OARC's website. These resources may help to deepen your understanding of the Residents' Bill of Rights and assist you as a new team member working in long-term care to raise awareness amongst your peers and to educate others about the Residents' Bill of Rights. The tools and resources include a booklet published by Clio called Every Resident that clearly explains every right and gives examples and suggestions for conversation. We also have a Residents' Bill of Rights translation bank that contains the Residents' Bill of Rights document in over 20 languages. You'll see a template for a Residents' Bill of Rights pocketbook, a handy and compact way to have easy access to this important information. You'll also see a very special resource called Through Our Eyes, Bringing the Residents' Bill of Rights Alive. This unique program guides long-term care home teams and residents in the co-development and co-facilitation of education sessions about the Residents' Bill of Rights. The program provides educators with a step-by-step guide, videos, exercises, and resources to develop the education, incorporating residents as teachers. Every long-term care home in Ontario has this resource. Every long-term care home in Ontario is mandated by law to have a residents' council, which is an assembly of residents in their home for two reasons. The first reason is to provide peer-to-peer support and friendship. And the second reason is to form consensus decisions and concerns that are then brought to management so that improvements can be made to better the quality of living for all residents. The Residents' Bill of Rights are kept top of mind by reviewing them at council meetings, giving residents the opportunity to discuss what they mean and how to connect those rights to their lived experiences every day.
The Residents' Bill of Rights has a profound impact on my quality of life and how I experience daily life in the home that I live in. Please take time to learn the rights and get to know us, the residents. Ask us about who we are, how we'd like to be spoken to. We don't like being spoken down to. And ask how we would like to be addressed. Take time. Don't just listen to us, but hear what we are saying. Please don't paint us all with the same brush. We are unique. We are not done yet. We are still here. We want to work with you to make our homes the best they can be.